Okay. No.
Whoa, shit.
Frick, dude. Video is going to be about the Backfire G3. We got Jesse here, who's a real life Backfire skateboard rider.
That I am.
So let's talk about the process on real quick, why you decided to go with this board and how you landed at this decision, because we were talking about a few different ones before.
Right. So obviously, I wanted to find something with that had a couple of the main factors I was looking at was range, speed, sort of, which now
Top
to me,
speed.
yeah, is kind of a little less relevant now that I've actually ridden one for a little while, but and price, obviously. So how all those things factored in to the best option.
Speed, range, and price. With shipping and
ended
everything?
up being like $750 or $800 with shipping or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
800.
And then the top speed is what?
It's in the upper 20s, like I think 27 to 29 miles an hour.
Okay, 27, 29 miles an hour, $800. And then the range is, I know you rid it all the way out, from fully charged all the way out.
And I've tried it a few different ways too,
Okay.
the range test. So like,
these are real results.
Right. So I mean, they say it's upwards to 20 mile range on a battery charge. I think it says like 15 to 20. But I've gotten 20, and when I first got it, there's 3 different modes on the remote for like speed and braking change based off of what mode you're in. So the economy mode, I think, is it caps it out the speed at like 12 or 13 miles an hour, and but it has a little less responsive braking because you're not going as fast, so it doesn't have to brake as hard, obviously. And the acceleration is much slower. Like on the remote here, when you spin the wheel in economy, you have to spin it all the way to get to 12 or 13 miles an hour. Where as far as the next mode, you're at in sport mode. But so then
when you got the 20 miles.
Right. So at first I was in economy mode. I definitely got 20 miles, maybe even more. But it was on one charge, but not at one shot. But I was counting, and I got over 20 in economy. And then in sport mode, which is now more or less what I ride in all the time, which has much faster acceleration, and the speed is, I think it caps you out right around 20 miles an hour, 21. So I rode a full 19 and a half miles or something in sport mode, and we were pushing the speed like, it was at a place where there were a lot of trails and turns and stuff like that, but on all the straightaways we were pushing it to 20 miles an hour, and we were flying the whole ride. So
yeah, so I think like there's like 3 categories of boards. Like there's like the low budget boards, which you can get boards for $300.
Yeah.
And then there's like the middle tier, and then there's the premium stuff. Premium I would say is upwards of $1,500. So this is right in the middle. Great price point for someone who's just getting into the sport, or who wants to have a little bit more of a more reliable product that has a little bit more range, like a better battery, because a lot of those budget boards are only going to go like 7 to 10 miles.
Right.
Whereas this one goes double that. So, and everybody knows that the lithium batteries are expensive, so that's where the majority of, the cost is going to come into play with the boards. So you have a middle of the road board. And then as far as the performance goes, obviously you've ridden a few different boards. It's a hub motor board versus, belt driven. How do you feel the performance has been stacking up to the other boards? I mean, was it worth the money?
Oh yeah, to me it's been probably best money I've spent. You know, comparable to a few other hobbies in my life that I'm really into, but I have absolutely no regrets. I don't even think no regrets. But I'm like at this point, you know, I know how like a lot of people seem to like get one and then they'll be like, all right, now I gotta upgrade to something. Like I don't even have any desire to like upgrade. I even have some friends that have some Evolve GTR or other board. Like I'm completely content with what I have for what I'm doing. It's awesome. I mean, I've been getting a hell of a lot of use out of it.
Yeah, the wheels look really big. What size are the wheels?
I forget if it's 95 or 96, but it's one of the 2 millimeter.
So it does a pretty good job of soaking up the bumps, and then between the bigger wheels and the flexible deck. What's the deck made out of? It's like a bamboo fiberglass mix?
Yeah, there's one layer of fiberglass.
Okay, so bamboo fiberglass deck gives it that flexibility.
Super
and the bigger
forgiving,
wheels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with this board too, the smaller wheels, they have like 85 millimeter and then maybe even 70 or something, but those ones, because they're hub motors, the actual space of the actual like wheel itself is smaller on the smaller wheels. So with the bigger ones, this size, you know, they're more forgiving and they kind of absorb a little more of the shock.
Yeah, which is important because nobody has perfect roads, and you know you're always going to be, no matter where you're riding, hitting bumps and stuff like that. So, cool.
So far, it's been what? I don't know when.
Yeah, how many miles have you ridden total?
It's been, I can't remember if it's been like 4 or 5 weeks. Probably 5, I guess. 5 weeks. Maybe a full week of rain in that 5 weeks, though.
Yeah.
The last week has been pretty shitty. I've put like 170 miles on it so far.
Yeah, so it's not like you just got it, but it's not like you've had it for like years. I mean, it's definitely been through its paces. I mean, have you had any issues with it yet?
I've had 0 issues whatsoever.
Okay, well, and it comes with what, a 6-month warranty anyway, right?
6 months warranty.
6-month warranty, so.
So yeah, I'm trying to avoid, you know, like some of them say water resistant or whatever, but still, you know, water's a scary thing. I do not have any desire to ride in the rain or through a bunch of fucking puddles because you don't want to create problems.
For sure. All right, well, let's get some riding in. We're gonna
Rides
get
with
some,
ridings.
Let's do some riding. We'll get some clips so people can see how the board actually performs. Does it have an app?
What? No app.
No app.
Appless.
That's kind of a bummer, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is, but there's not.
But you also have the display on the remote, which
right,
tells you distance and battery.
That
and all
gives
that.
you trip odometer.
So that's really all you need. That's all you need.
Right.
Yeah.
So with the Evolve, you know, it has the app, but you have customizable freaking settings and stuff like that. You know, this just has 3 different modes.
Notice Jesse strapped his helmet on. Obviously, we're all about safety here. What kind of helmet you rocking?
This is a triple.
Got that 888, boy. That
Tony
is.
Hawk Sig.
Dude, that's freaking nice.
Knobbies on them and shit.
Yeah, we rode a couple of them.
Those are pretty cool, right? Do some dirt trails and stuff.
Yeah. They make these fuckers with off-road tires.
Trying to film this video, but the freaking rain's coming, dude.
Oh, the rain is coming.
happens when you film videos in Florida, you know?
Rain.
1 second it's freaking sunny, the next second, thunder and rumble, dude.
Thunder and rum. What can you say? Sponsored by LaCroix.
LaCroix, get at
Passion.
us. Get at us, LaCroix. Now, what was the final thing that was like, oh, I'm getting the Backfire? The final piece of little data that was like, I'm getting the Backfire.
Oh. It was the look.
The look? Okay.
So I don't know. It was just
the deck shape?
the shape, the concave, the bamboo. I will tell you that. My wife, we
Show
had
us the back here.
we had gotten some regular longboards, right? Some pintails, and my wife had an all bamboo longboard, and I can tell you, the feeling of bamboo deck is so fucking gooey and forgiving. I loved it. So that was a final seller for me. The fact that it's bamboo, the shape of it, I mean, just the overall look. It's worth it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Maybe tell the people to drop us a like.
Drop us a like.
Maybe hit that thumb.
Maybe hit the thumb.
Maybe hit the bell for notifications.
Maybe hit the bell. Subscribe. Notifications. Hit the like button. Drop a comment.
We'll see you in the next video, YouTube.
We'll see you the next freaking time, YouTube.